Welcome to the Week in Review at the Nebraska Department of Education. I'm David Jesperson, Public Information Officer for NDE. Thank you so much for watching this brief update. The goal over the next few minutes is to fill you in on some of the news, notes, and events that have happened this week involving NDE. And we'll start with a big surprise. Last week, the Commissioner and several state board members surprised third grade teacher Michelle Helt in her classroom with the 2018 Teacher of the Year Award. Helt is a veteran teacher at Cardinal Elementary in South Sioux City. She said she was shocked to win, but excited for the opportunity to represent her school and the state. She'll be honored alongside the two other Teacher of the Year finalists at a luncheon in November, and she'll participate in the National Teacher of the Year competition later this year. From one trip to another now, staff at the Department of Education were able to take a tour of the Nebraska History Museum as part of the October all-staff meeting. The museum had several education-focused displays that showcased the importance the state has placed on providing a quality, free education. And Commissioner Blumstead spoke to the group after the tour about the importance of embracing our time in history by making a lasting impression for generations to come. Speaking of making impressions, students from around the state joined others across the country last week in the 4-H Incredible Wearables competition. The event was part of the National Youth Science Day Challenge to get kids excited about STEM. Now, students involved in 21st Century Community Learning Centers in 10 Nebraska schools participated in the event that was live-streamed nationwide. Last week was also a busy one with the state board meeting. The 2017 Teacher of the Year, Amber Vlasnik, stopped by in her NASA flight suit. Vlasnik filled the board in on her busy year. One of her highlights was a trip to Finland and Italy to learn more about the education systems in other countries. Vlasnik also had a chance to attend Space Camp in Alabama and said it was a fulfillment of a childhood dream. As her year wraps up, she says she plans to use her experiences to empower teachers to try new things so their students will be more engaged. Well, the state board also recognized more special guests at this month's meeting. Board member Lisa Fricke read a resolution honoring Nebraska's veterans and presented the resolution to the director and assistant director of the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. NDE staff veterans were recognized during the business meeting as well. You can find out more in the state board report on NDE's website. After the board meeting, Commissioner Blumstead addressed members of the media on preliminary results from statewide assessments. The state has raised the bar on expectations of students with new college and career-ready standards. Because of those changes, there are more students below proficiency than in previous years. Now, the commissioner explained that the numbers were expected, and with changes in curriculum, he expects to see those numbers improve. Complete results are set to be released later this year. Two Nebraska VR partners received awards for their roles in creating inclusive workplaces and advocacy for disability employment during a ceremony October 10th at the state capitol. Judy Danielle, owner of Ricardo's Mexican Restaurant in Norfolk, was awarded the Champion for Disability Employment and Inclusion Award, and Old Chicago was given the Strategic Partnership for Disability Employment and Inclusion Award. And finally, be sure to check out our new website next week. We have completely revamped the look, feel, and functionality of the site. The new design will provide a user-friendly experience while getting people the information they want quicker and easier. Take a moment to visit the new education.ne.gov. Thank you for tuning in to This Week in Review. We'll see you next week with the latest news from NDE.